Hey, well, good afternoon from Benakawan, Bagat, Philippines, 18th of June. It's been a while, just wanting to touch base. I actually got ready to, motivated to do the video and give an update because I'm getting some projects done outside and then storms rolled in. So I'll do a real quick one on a couple other things I've been doing around here. First off, happy Easter, happy Memorial Day, happy Father's Day. I think that gets me caught up. So I've been 2 years since I moved here to the Philippines, and I really can't see any reason I'm going back to the United States. I had to go back a year ago and this month because my father passed away. But next time I got to go back will be when I update my driver's license because it expires in 27. So I think I'm just going to hang out here. Life is good, so may as well just keep at it, get established here. There's some stuff we want to do. I need to get some income coming over here, just more or less for the family. I'm not going to live forever, so while I'm still able, we may try to get some projects going to where they have some income. We was going to do the back. We was going to do a resort back there, and I really started dreading the idea of hearing somebody sing karaoke every time there's people back there having a party. We get enough of that around here. That wasn't really the primary reason. I would have put up with that. Like I told Diana, we could cut it off at early 8 o'clock. We can point it that way away from our house. We can do a lot of things to keep the noise mitigated, but we had something else come, kind of not really fall in our lap, but I look for stuff all the time. I just dig around looking for stuff, and we came across a piece of land that was actually in a perfect place for us. It's only about 10 minutes away on the beach. Very small piece of land. It's 64 square meters, which roughly 30 by 30. But it's got a two-story building on it that would be able to rent out. It's got 3 units. It's in construction right now, and we've been working with the guy. I really didn't get a real warm feeling that this was going to go through. I still don't, but he did call us back and say that he wants to meet this Saturday and go over a few things. The main thing I told him was that I got to see all the paperwork. I said, I'll buy it from you. He's going to throw in a boat, and he's going to throw in a jet ski. I don't know what they call them boats they got here in the Philippines, but they got the outriggers on them. You can take it out. They got a motor on them. You go fishing in the bay right there. So I'll throw a picture up. It's not very impressive, but matter of fact, I may have a little video I put up there. It's on the beach, so it's, you'll be able to rent out the rooms 7-8 months a year. I guess they don't rent too good this time of year. Maybe you can entice people with obviously cutting the price and just getting a little income. We'll see. Main thing I want to know is stuff like, how is the septic system set up? I don't want to go use the restroom on the second floor and find out that it's not adequate. So things like this is I need to know, because all this stuff was already done. All the sewage was put in, the septic tanks were put in. He's got all the wiring ran. He's got the roof on. Last time we talked to him, he said he was going to get all the paperwork together, and that would take several weeks, which, yeah, we're in the Philippines. If he got it in several weeks, he knows somebody. But, yeah, we'll meet this Saturday, and I'll give an update on it, because it's actually, it'll be pretty cool. I'll be able to keep my yard a yard back there, maybe throw some chickens back there and just put some trees and stuff and not have to worry about having a business right in our backyard, which would be great. And like I say, it's only 10 minutes away. It's just, and it's in a really good spot. It's not nothing like you would think when I say a resort and the beachfront and all that. It's not like a Malibu. It's Philippines. It's got, everybody's got a little bit of land on the would be the east side of the sidewalk. The west side of the sidewalk is beach and then water. So with this, which is almost made it, sealed the deal, was that I can pay taxes to get, it's like 150 foot on the west side of the beach, west side of the sidewalk into the beach. So I can set up, you can build temporary shelters, like you can bamboo, you can put up, bamboo roofs and stuff like that, bamboo structures, do whatever you want out there to be able to have get-togethers, picnics and stuff. It just all has to come down before the typhoon season. The whole beach has to be cleared. So that's would be kind of nice if this all works out. This, like I say, I'm not betting on it. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, we got that going, and then like I say, we're getting ready to start a few projects, and I got this little multicab behind me I picked up because I'm trying to clean our yard out up here. In order to do that, I got to drag rock all the way back to the back of our property and dump it back there. And the wheelbarrow just wasn't cutting it. So I talked Mom into getting me a tool to help me out with that. I'll spin this around, show it. So these multicabs, they come from Japan. This is a Suzuki Carry, C-A-R-R-Y. It has a little 660 cc Suzuki motorcycle engine in it. This is four-wheel drive. I had to have four-wheel drive because it's pretty steep in the back. So this is the third one I physically looked at. The first one I looked at, it was in rough shape. I took it to the mechanic, and it had severe blow-bys, so we didn't get that one. Next one, it was a 4x4 too, in better shape. It was a 50-footer. Once you started getting up close, it looked like I painted it with a paintbrush. But it was priced right, and took it to the mechanic, and he said, nah, I don't get it. It didn't have blow-by, but he just recommended not getting it. It was old. Well, they're all old. They're all wore out, but it was just an older unit. He said the engines sound pretty rough, which everything all of them I heard sound rough. So this one here ended up costing us more money. We got it from a dealer. Now this is a 2024 in the Philippines. It's titled as a 2024. I pay insurance on it like it's a 2024. But the engine number is off of a 1997. The cab is off of a 1998, according to the numbers and the range of the build date or the build numbers. So we bought this one here. He said that they bring them from Japan. They're cut up and they reassemble them here. This company called Rusco. They got a website and everything. I looked like a freaking billboard when I first bought it. I yanked all the stickers off of it. I had stickers on the front, but I don't got the website on it right now. Oh yeah, I do. If you get bored, it's right there. But yeah, so I've done extensive research on it, on these vehicles. I can't find nothing. And most of what I do find is in Tagalog, because they're Filipino. See, in the Philippines, they convert them from the Japanese right drive, they convert them back over to the left side. So some things you really got to watch out for. I found one I like too at the same dealer, but the gas pedal was over here so far. I had to like turn my foot sideways, just hit the gas. And I saw another one. They got these kinds they call the transformers, Suzuki transformers, and they're pretty cool. They're a little newer. But he told me that they're real bad to drive. The gas pedal's even further over towards the right. So I'm hoping maybe somebody that sees this is familiar with these things, because I'd love to get educated. Because, I mean, I went through this thing high and low. Like I said, the second one that they recommended don't buy, I brought home. We got the guy to agree to give me a week warranty. The mechanic said that. Well, if you're going to buy it, get a week warranty. So I got the week warranty, and then I brought it home, put it in the gravel in front, put it in four-wheel drive. No four-wheel drive. It wouldn't at all. So I brought it in here. I tore it all apart. I really did. They're easy. You can take the seats out. You get to all the engines. Get to the engine, transmission, transfer cases. Everything's right there. Took it all apart. Tried to figure it out. It wouldn't go in four-wheel drive. Transmission would lock into the forward drive shaft would lock in when you lifted the handle. But that was it. The wheels wouldn't turn. The differential wouldn't engage. So this one here is good. Like I said, I paid a little more money for it from a dealer. I've had a couple complaints. He's been real good. They've came out and fixed them. I got a month warranty. It's up next week. So just want to show that real quick. Pretty cool. Basically, I wanted to show it just in case somebody sees this, they can tell me about it, because I don't, like I say, I understand these things. They get cut up in Japan, they get shipped to the Philippines. This company reassembles them, and they get registered. You get a new registration in the Philippines. So even though the engine's 30 years old, the title says it's a year old. And that's all I know about that. So, and one more thing real quick. Since it's been raining, I get kind of bored, but I like to hang out here and listen to music and drink beer. So I took my Harley, I took it out for a ride in December, and on Christmas, I took it out for a ride. And I risked it. I hate going out on special occasions, because if I get creamed out, the family's got to live with it, you know, that I got wiped out on Christmas. But that's all right. It was all good. Didn't go very far. So I got it back, and the front forks bottomed out, and they dinged up my fender with the camera. So I was going to service everything. So I serviced all the oils, transmission, engine oil, and the case oil. I did the forks, both forks. Put it all back together. I didn't have any O-rings or no crush washers or anything. I had leaks freaking everywhere. My fork over here was leaking horribly because I didn't have a crush washer to replace it with. The transmission drain was leaking, and the case drain was leaking. It was bad. I mean, you can see all the pans I got underneath it. So I just now, last week, got all that stuff that I ordered from the United States, because you can't really get it here. I'm sure you could, but the normal places I get it didn't have it. Amazon didn't really have what I needed. This is a 2000 model. So I ordered it through eBay, got it all, put it together, took it out for a ride, and the forks are great. new crush washers on it. After about 4 days, I got one drip under the transmission, which I expected because I think the seal to the covers leaking. I bought some gasket material. I could make a gasket, but all in all, it was all a success. And while doing that, I took the front fender off because I'm going to take it down to the body shop and get him to roll that dent out. And then I just got bored. I was having a good time taking stuff apart. I took the lights off of it, the running lights, blinkers. I took that chrome piece off that goes right here. I took the old man seat off it was like 3 inches thick, very comfortable. Then it had the seat for a passenger, which I'm going to face reality. I don't think nobody's ever going to ride on the back of this. I mean, I've had this thing for coming up on a year. I think I probably put 50 miles on it. So, yeah, it looks I think it looks a lot better with that little, it's a snake skin, alligator skin seat. I think it looks better with that. And I don't know why I showed all that, but I'm just updating what I've been doing. I think it looks pretty good without the fender and all the lights on it. So I'll keep it like that for a while until I run through a big mud puddle and I get just trashed with mud on my legs. But yeah, I'm a pretty fair weather rider, and yeah, no, I'm not no biker here. I love it, and I just like to go out for a little while and putt around. But I'm going to see if it quit raining out, and maybe I'll show you what I intended to do this video about, show you the updates, and or show you what my plans are, these couple small projects. They do kind of go, they are related, because one of my projects is, if we do get that beach property, I'm going to put a big gate in the backyard so I can get in and out of there easily, so I can work back there and use that land for something. All right, take care. We'll see if it quit raining.
Ito, sa kanya to, dun sa kay doktor to.
Oh, kay
Ito
doktor yan,
sa
yung
amin.
property niya.
Ito yung in front. Oh, kasi ano na eh.
Diyan ko linalagay yung jet ski.
Ah, ito.
Diyan. Para madali siyang ilahin doon.
Sino nakatira, kuya?
Wala. Pwede ka maglagay ng mga cottage dyan.
Yun nga po.
Diyan o. Parenta mo.
Kasi dati
Hey, all right, well, excuse me. Well, I went ahead and came outside. It's not storming, it's still raining. It's rainy season here in the Philippines. That's what it does, it rains. And it's nice and cool though. But as soon as the sun pops out, it's not nice and cool. But anyway, I'll show you quick projects. So I'm gonna start. He's already starting building the gate. Yesterday he started building the gate, metal. He's gonna weld it all up. And then, so my dog right over yonder, he is a very intense Labrador. So if anybody has a Labrador, he's about 1.5 years. Please tell me when he's gonna settle down and just be a little lap puppy. Because he's wound up. This dude's got energy. I could hook him to a sleigh and just ride around the Philippines, man. This guy has non-stop energy. But so I'm going up here on the pool so I can show you the backyard where I'm getting a gate. So you can see that tree right there. It's barbed wire. We got barbed wire runs all the way down this side. Got an American from one of the Carolinas is building next door. They stopped as soon as it started raining. They got his fence up. They got his shop. I don't know if you can see it over there. He's built a house, like a little house. He's going to use it to live in while they're building his house, and then he's going to use it for a shop whenever his house gets completed. But my fence I'm going to put right here between that tree and this wall here. It'll be about 4 meters wide. And that way I can, between my barbed wire fence and his fence, that's a barangay right away because there's people that have property back there. So that's 4 meters right away. So I can come in off of the street and just drive down here. I'll have a gate here, then I can access my backyard. I don't know what I'm going to access it for right now, but I'll be able to. So that's project number 1. So this dog is about ready to go ballistic here in a second. It's about time for him to walk, so I don't know how much he's going to let me videotape right now. So project number 2 is, since we built this basketball court, now that fence lost about 3 feet. So, I mean, you can walk right up to the fence and look over, and it's, you know, I want it, and plus this net here didn't really do its purpose of holding the basketball back. I know I could tack it here and it would help it, but yeah, that we're gonna build this wall up to here, and then we're gonna take it all the way down and just, we're gonna bring the wall higher all the way down to the corner, basically. And after I said that, I just realized that I'm supposed to get this done too. I didn't tell him, so that's not in the price. I need to modify it already. So, sorry, that's pretty close. So that's project 2, is making the fence higher in that area. And project number 3 here is, so after we did all the building, this wall, you can see that, so the rain will come this way. Even though this wall recesses, so the water's supposed to run that way, but it still comes right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a bench right here, 5-foot bench. I'm not gonna build it. I'm gonna pay to have it built. If I built it, nobody'd ever see it. And it's gonna have that tile on it. The same kind of tiles around the pool. Put it right here so it'll kind of carry the same theme through the backyard. I've been watching too much TV, I know, but I think it'll look pretty good. Plus it'll fix that problem of having the dirt run over. And then the last project it'll be twofold. So we got this wall here. This is on the north side of the driveway. And over here, it's just a mess. It's a combination, the rock goes into the grass comes into the rock. I used to have a dog over there. I moved the dog down into the driveway. And my goal is for him to settle down and I can let him off. Right now, if I let him off, he will chew the tires off of all of our vehicles. And who knows what else he'll do. He'll destroy everything out here. But, so I'm gonna get another wall mirroring this wall. No sidewalk, just the wall. That'll come down, you know, parallel this wall, and then go in to the tree. It'll make an L, boom, boom, go to the tree. And then I'll have a shorter wall on the other side just to keep the gravel and the rock separated, maybe 2-3 inches. Then against that south wall and the west wall, I'm gonna get planters. He's gonna make planters so that we can put flowers, and like I'm gonna put some bougainvilleas in the corner to cover up that eyesore of my power boxes. It looks pretty rough, but I covered up and make all that go away. And then plus it'll be nice out here. Mama wants to get a St. Mary statue, and I'll fix this bench up. I'll put the bench out there and just a little sitting area with some flowers, and it's got real nice grass. It's got the good kind of grass. This is weeds here. That's something else on my list that hasn't happened yet, is I need to get somebody over here to plant that type of grass over here. They go around, they put sprouts every, I think, 12, 16 inches all through the whole yard. And then I guess it grows pretty good. So that is my update for June 2025. So if anybody's got any feedback to help guide me on a better path and educate me on either something with the Harley that I'm not doing right with the oil leaks, or that multi-cab, I'd appreciate it. So y'all take care. Have a happy and a safe 4th of July, and hopefully I'll be able to check in before Labor Day. Y'all take care. And hey, I just want to put one more thing on the end of this. My video uploaded on my iPhone, so I guess I might have another minute or two to use up. But we went to Thailand the first part of May 6th, May 12th. And just to pass on, guys, that is fantastic. That's a fantastic trip. Went with my wife, my son. We stayed in a 2-bedroom Airbnb, had a pool, was on the 2nd floor. It was $400 for 6 nights. So less than $400 for 6 nights. Super nice people. A 10-minute walk to the subway, and they got tons of malls there. It wasn't really what I was looking for, but you know, kept the wife happy. Tons of malls, markets. Just down the road from where we stayed, there was a science, like a museum, planetarium. It was all in Thai, though, so you really couldn't understand what they're talking about, a lot of it. But went to the zoo, went to the floating market, you can go take Grab. It's like Lyft, you know, for rides. They got a fantastic system there. All the vehicles were good. We went from like our place, 40-minute ride out to the zoo. It's like $10. So, and I always went with the good ones. I always picked SUVs. I want to keep the family safe, especially if it was starting to get rainy season. So, if man, like I said, it was great. Just right down the road was this a nice beer pub, great food. It was a little more pricey. There was a lot of expats there, but man, just you can get cheap food. Thai food is fantastic. The only negative is the language barrier. It's not like Philippines where you can get by 60% not knowing, you know, Filipino. Thai, I think you're down to about 30%. The only place that spoke really, really good English was the cannabis shop, and I'll admit, I stopped in there to talk to them. And cannabis is legal there, just to talk with them and just ask all what they had and stuff. The wife and everything, everybody knows, it was right there. It was no big deal, but they spoke great English. They invited me to a big bong smoke out on Friday, which obviously I didn't go to, but yeah, Thailand, I tell you what, we went to Bangkok and we went to Singapore within 6 months, just because that's how it worked out. And I would take Thailand hand over foot over Singapore. Singapore is too expensive. Thailand is inexpensive, and there's just so much stuff to do. It's so cool. We didn't even go to the ocean. I mean, I guess a lot of those places more for adults, but yeah, we had a great time. Anybody got any questions about where we stayed at? I can pass that on, but highly recommended, man. You can, and I didn't get a tour guide, and I suck at that. I just went on the internet every morning, kind of, oh, what can we do today? And just looked around and said, hey, let's do this. And we were busy. Like first couple of days, we just explored, went to local markets and went to some malls and stuff. But after that, every day we did something that was, pretty major. It took us away from the Airbnb, and we stayed busy all day. So I just thought I'd add that in. I was just so impressed. I can't compare it to the Philippines I've never been to the Philippines for like a vacation. Because, I come here, and even when I was working, I'd come here on a vacation and work and do stuff. But, yeah, Bangkok's great. I really enjoyed it. So I passed it on if it can help anybody out. Y'all take care. Later.